Not sure why. Not sure why. About a week and a half ago, I had a black coat and a black t-shirt on, and I thought I looked really thin for my thoughts from the gym video. Today I have kind of a grayish leather coat, which, by the way, I like this coat a whole hell of a lot. And a blue sweatshirt, probably some very heavy t-shirt underneath. My point is, doesn't look as slimming as I've grown accustomed to. And I know it's not because I'm gaining weight, because I'm not. I've been very patient with my diet that I have, or very dedicated to the diet I started about 4 weeks ago. My diet that I don't call a diet, I would call it more of a frame of mind, a different attitude about eating, a way to lose weight that I think is going to work. For a guy, honestly, I've never really struggled with my weight a whole lot. I'm a first half of my life runner. And as a result, I was pretty thin and burned a lot of calories day in, day out. But as I've aged, a lot of the exercise that I did on a day-by-day basis, I'm no longer playing flashlight tag at night and wiffle ball and football with my friends out in the neighbor's yard. I would hurt myself, plus we'd look a little funny. So anyway, I found myself gaining a little more weight than I wanted, and I was carrying about 220 pounds last August when I started this Thoughts from the Gym show and started working out continually and consistently, more importantly. And I've been working out 2 or 3 times ever since. 5 months into my workout regimen, I realized I got on the scale and I weighed about exactly the same as I did when I started working out. And yes, I think my muscles probably are a little bigger, and I've heard muscle weighs more than fat. But either way, I think I looked my best about 205 pounds, maybe 208. And again, when I started working out and when I started my change of mindset about eating 4 weeks ago, I weighed 220.4 pounds. I have an appointment in a bit. I'm going to step on the scale, see what I weigh. Not so worried about the number either way, because it can fluctuate. If you have a big drink of water, it can fluctuate, bounce up and down a half a pound or a pound fairly easily. But I am feeling good, and I know that bee. Am I unfrozen, or is it going? I think I'm unfrozen now. I was frozen for a bit. And I apologize. I lost a couple viewers, but such is life. We're going to keep rolling as best we can. For some reason, and again, good afternoon to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Thoughts from the Gym. This is a show I started about, 6 months ago. It'll be 6 months next week. And it's a spinoff of my regular Coffee with Ken show. It's a show I have a lot of fun doing. I finish my workout. I come on outside, depending on the weather, and share 5 or 10 minutes of some thoughts I had while I'm working out, or some fitness ideas I'm working on, or just some random stuff bouncing in my brain. And, but anyway, where was I? I got a little confused. Oh, I'm over here on YouTube for the very first time. Not the very first time. I've been developing a social media platform based around TikTok and my audience on TikTok. And I found TikTok about 2.5 years ago. I started doing Coffee with Ken over on Facebook almost 5 years ago now. And it's a show that's always been around. I've had an active mind, and I've struggled with anxiety, and I've struggled with depression at times, and I've had a lot of highs and lows and ups and downs and sideways, and whether it's talking relationship or finance or career or just my mental health or my physical well-being, I've had a lot of really high highs and some lower lows as well. So about 5 years ago now, I started talking about my stuff. My stuff is this big package of anxiety or issues or problems or I don't like to call them problems. I like to think of them as learning opportunities. But honestly, sometimes the word slips out and I call them problems. But I do believe that they are learning opportunities. And I think things do happen for a reason. And I'm just super excited to be sharing my little journey, be able to share my journey on social media. And today I'm trying it on YouTube. I don't often go live on YouTube. I was having fun on TikTok, doing it every day for a long time and getting a lot of engagement. But I prefer YouTube as a platform and would like to see my audience here grow. So thank you, anybody new, for joining. And again, this is Thoughts for the Gym, or from the gym, and it's just something I'm working on. I'm 55 years old. I live in Naperville, which is about 35 miles west of Chicago. Again, I started working out consistently about 6 months ago, joined a Planet Fitness. Why do I prefer YouTube? I so appreciate the question. Why do I prefer YouTube? First of all, I think there's less restriction. I'll be talking about things over on TikTok, and somebody's watching, and I'll say, if I used to drink alcohol and smoke pot every day. If I say smoke pot, the powers that be at TikTok come on in and change my audience and restrict my ability to talk about it. And I'm not bragging about my experiences. I'm talking about my struggles with addiction. And I think the message I have is a positive one, and hopefully something an audience member could learn from. And to have my audience restricted dramatically, or have my live programs interrupted because, I don't know, I say the wrong thing or use a German accent, has been frustrating. And I think TikTok has, I'd like to say, the best intent of the audience in mind, but I'm not totally sure they do. But that's my big reason. I think YouTube's a consistent platform that's been around and stood the test of time. And I think it's going to continue to be around. And TikTok, I'm not so sure. And some of the restrictive behavior by the powers that be over there are frustrating. So thank you so much for the question. But again, this isn't about that. But I'll take any question you have, and I do appreciate the question. Do they restrict it age-wise? Again, they'll shut you down for using a German accent or talking about the Holocaust, or they'll shut you down for talking about all sorts of things. And I don't want some computer that's watching the words I use so closely. And I'm not, I think my platform's an inspirational one and a positive one, and I talk about fitness and feeling good and what have you. But I've had live videos interrupted midstream because I talked about watching a documentary that was from World War II that had Adolf Hitler in it. And it just seemed weird. We're talking historical figures, and I don't want my content to be so closely guarded. And honestly, I felt it was. And I was afraid about what I could say. I was afraid to say YouTube or Facebook or what have you, thinking they might come in and shut me down. And I'll tell you what, it can be fairly restrictive. So I'm trying it here and hoping it works. But anyway, this is Thoughts from the Gym. And I'm a 55-year-old guy from Naperville, Illinois, who's been working out at a Planet Fitness in his town for the last 6 months. My number one fitness goal right now is to stay healthy and not get injured. I'd like to get stronger. I'd like to look a little better. I'd like to feel a little better, most importantly. But my number one goal is to stay healthy. I work out 2 or 3 times a week. One of those times is really gentle. It's mostly core and stretching. But the other 2 times I've been able to go pretty heavy. I focus on the bench press, the curls, lat pulls, and a low row. And again, core workout, and I do stretching every day because, again, my goal is to stay healthy. I finish out my workout walking backwards on a treadmill, which seems so silly. I used to be a marathoner. I walked onto the cross-country and track team at the University of Illinois, but I developed a bad knee, and I have seen doctors, and there's been talk of knee replacement surgery, and that seems pretty severe, pretty strong. My goal is to strengthen the muscles around my knee and hopefully alleviate some of the pain I experience just walking around or chasing my babies. I got 2 little ones at home. I have 2 bigger ones and 3 stepkids, so I have 7 kids all told. So I got a pretty busy life. I'm a part-time stay-at-home dad, and I'm a aspiring content creator as well. Again, I've had a lot of highs and lows in life, a lot of ups and downs, and I think a lot of experiences. And I think God gifted me with an ability to share those experiences that seems to resonate with an audience. And hopefully, by sharing my experiences, whether it's about fitness or mental health or relationships or fatherhood or what have you, that somebody out there can see my video, learn a little something that they can apply to their own lives. And again, I'm on a journey to try and get a little better every day, and try and get a little better every day, and strive to make tomorrow a little better than today. How low were the lows? Very low. I've had, again, I struggled with anxiety and depression most of my life. I've had a lot of I'm twice divorced. I've had I don't want to talk about some of the deepest depths of it, because that's not what Thoughts from the Gym is. But I do really appreciate your comments. I've had a lot of, I've been rich, I've been broke. And yeah, I mean, maybe for another show. And I hope you follow me, Flamas, with questions, because I do appreciate the questions. I just don't want to delve deep into the deepest, darkest spots of my psyche right now, because I got a smile on my face and I just had a great workout and I'm feeling good. But I do go live almost every day, whether it be Thoughts from the Gym or Stay at Home with Ken or what have you, because I do enjoy it, and I would like to see my YouTube platform grow, and I'm having a lot of fun doing what I'm doing, and I'm excited about my day, and I got an appointment to go to. I'm going to eat a huge lunch, because I haven't really eaten today. That's part of my fitness, where I'm going to lose 10 pounds, and probably end up at a Starbucks later this afternoon, where I'm going to edit some of these videos and post them as shorts and TikToks and Reels on various social media platforms, and hopefully watch my audience grow. Flama said, eating a huge lunch. Yeah, I'll tell you, again, 6 months ago, I weighed 220 pounds, and 1 month ago, I still weighed 220 pounds, and I was working out 3 times a week. And I've always kind of known that you don't really lose weight from working out. Yeah, it helps. But the easiest, quickest way to lose weight is by watching what you eat. I've never been good. I've never been one for moderation. If I used to drink alcohol and smoke pot, and I did it every day. I drank about 8 beers a day for probably 35 years of my life. And I stopped drinking 2.5 years ago and stopped smoking the same day. Whether it comes to sweets, I have the same thing. I'm either all or none. And if I'm eating ice cream, I don't want to feel guilty about every spoon I'm having. Or if I'm having a piece of cake, I don't want to feel guilty about every forkful. What I want to do is eat whatever I want. And I've realized if I can cut my meals down to eating 2 large meals a day, and instead of counting calories, count the number of hours a day that I spend in a calorie deficit situation. And the way I know I'm in calorie deficit is by experiencing hunger. About 4 weeks ago, it'll be 4 weeks on Monday, I was sitting at a Starbucks and I felt a little hunger. And my first instinct was to go grab a sandwich or go grab a donut or go grab whatever else it is that Starbucks might serve me. And the thought crossed my mind, I go, hey, instead of running up and getting a donut, why don't we experience the hunger for a little bit and change my perspective on the sensation that is hunger, and realize that when you're feeling hunger, your body still needs energy, and if there's no food in your tummy, it's going to go to work somewhere else in your body. And I'm fairly confident, for the last 4 weeks at least, while I'm experiencing those hunger, my body has been going to work on about the 10 to 15 pounds of useless fat, for lack of a better word, fat that's been around my tummy. And I've lost a few pounds. I don't know how many. I'd like to get down to 205. And I want to continue to feel good, be able to eat what I want, honestly. But just do it in more scheduled times, and snack less and eat less crap. But again, I was thinking about, what am I going to have for lunch? What am I going to have for lunch? I got an appointment here. I'm going to be probably hungry for another hour and a half. When I'm done with that appointment, I drive by a Portillo's on the way home. I'm thinking I might get a big beef sandwich with an extra large chocolate shake from Portillo's, because they are delicious. And because I've been hungry most of the day, and because I deserve it. I've had a great workout. I've had a great day, and I'm feeling good. And I hope you're feeling good as well. And I want to thank you all for joining me, and thank Flamas for your frequent questions, and Teresa K for the pat on the back. I so appreciate encouragement. I so appreciate the encouragement. I think the world needs more encouragement, and less criticism. And I think the world would be a happier place. So, yeah. But anyway, I so appreciate you guys. And again, thank you for joining. I rode my scooter today because I'm coming at you from a suburb just outside of Chicago. And looking forward to riding my scooter the rest of the day. It's a gorgeous day, about 55 degrees. Got my riding coat on. Looking forward to getting to my day, and I hope you're looking forward to getting to your day as well. I hope your week's going well. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you're excited about your day. You're loving yourself. You are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.